Hi, my name is Anna Roth, and I went to Dublin Jerome, and then I went to Miami University, and now I'm living in Clintonville with my husband that I married in July, and I currently work at the Down Syndrome Association of Central Ohio.
Hi, my name's Sam Norton, and I'm a senior at Worthington-Kilbourne High School.
My name is Neil Mathias. I grew up here in Dublin, went to Dublin Kaufman High School, and I work for Cutler Real Estate. I'm team lead with the Mathias team. I've got a small real estate team here selling real estate for the last 18 years.
Hi, my name is Jennifer, and I am a senior at Dublin Kaufman High School.
I mean, I would say I was probably one of those, typical, I don't know if I'd quite say a punk kid, but, typical, had things going, had a good family. We had kind of grown up in the church. We went to a Catholic church, so I was familiar with a lot of church things. But at the same point, like to cause some problems, like to, do my own thing.
I did stand up at a say-so in high school, but it never stuck. I went to college, and college had a lot to offer, and I took it at every chance. The friends, the boys, the sorority, the leadership, the grades, I took all of it, and everything was going great. And I thought that I was thriving and on top of the world, and I explain it I was holding all these plates and spinning them, and that I was really good at spinning them. And then I added one more plate, and all of a sudden all of them started shattering. Got a D in a class, boyfriend cheated on me, all my friends hated me, all these things started crashing down, and I seriously feel like college ate me alive. And I looked that way, I felt that way. On my life on paper didn't look that way, but it's how I walked around, and I don't feel like I had a sense of worth, truthfully.
Well, Braden Bean, who is now a freshman in college, he invited me over to he's just you want to come to club? It's a Young Life thing, it's right after school, and he was hyping it up for a while. Then I finally went after a couple weeks, and I remember meeting all the leaders there, and they all were just so nice and welcoming. They invited me in, even though I'd never known them, and it was a really good experience that first time.
When I first met Mary, my sister Jessica took me to my first Capernaum club, and I was a little nervous before, but when I got into it, then I just have fun and just join the fun.
And probably the one I'm closest with is Noah Anton. I'd definitely say I've been to his house, and Noah's kind of the one who reached out to me and Logan Mogana, my other friend. He's kind of took us under his wing, I would say. He's always reaching out to us, asking us how we're doing, asking us to go get food or whatever, talking to us. I definitely feel like he's the one I've been closest with, and he's really, he's helped me so much in this journey with God.
We read a Bible for our Bible study, and we did our journals to write down some what are you thankful and what prayers you want to pray about.
I think ways that my Young Life leaders helped make God known to me was just they were there with me through those early years, but I think it was mainly just that consistency of, not letting the world and what the world tries to teach you and show you, but being that voice of this is what's important and this is the message from God.
I would say this to Mary that I love her.
A Saturday morning, the last day of college, everyone's leaving that day, and everyone's having so much fun because it's perfect weather, beautiful campus, and I couldn't enjoy any of it. And it was because I felt honestly, kind of a shell of myself, and I felt far from who I wanted to be and far from who I thought that I set out to be. And I couldn't understand how it had gone that far. And so naturally I wanted to run away, far, far away from campus. And so I packed up my whole room and went home. And the first person I called was someone I hadn't spoken to in about 4 years, my Young Life leader, Steph. And I'm not kidding, I think she left her kid's basketball game or something important to come and hang out with me. And I finally told her everything. She had been a big part of my life in high school, but I feel like I never opened up to her in the way that I did then. And I told her about all the shattered plates on the floor, and she listened. She's the best listener. I love that about her, and took it in, and I felt like her heart broke with mine, and she was with me in it, and she was pretty honest. She was like, Anna, you can either pick up these shattered pieces of the plates on the ground and try to put them back together on your own, or you can take following Jesus seriously and see what this life has to offer. And so I knew that I couldn't pick up the plates. And so I decided that I would follow Jesus with my whole life. And Steph taught me how to do that. It felt so messy. Like, you start that and you make the decision to follow Jesus, and it's so exciting and so much fun, but you're also like, what am I doing? And Steph, like she always does, came alongside me and was with me in it, and my life has been changed forever.
He is an amazing God, and he's nice to people like me, and I like him because he's graceful and gentle to people, and to always take away our punishment when we did something bad or something. And yeah.
I just feel like the fact that no matter what I do, really, that he'll always be there for me, no matter how many times I mess up or how distant I feel from him, he's always waiting there with open arms for me when I run back to him.
I mean, I think any message for any of my Young Life leaders that I would say if they're standing here is, the only thing you can really say is thank you. Because who I am today is because of the time, energy that they sacrificed to pour into the lives of not just me, but other high school kids. Who I am today is because of them. So thank you is the only thing I could say.
I'd just say, obviously, thank you. Thank you so much for, reaching out and, making that effort. I mean, you saw, the potential in me, and, the potential that God had for me and for my plan before I even, I even realized it. And you've encouraged me, and, you haven't forced me, but you've always pushed me to go outside of my comfort zone, whether it's talking to a campaigners group or doing this or pretty much all of that. And you've always just been so supportive, and yeah, I'm just so thankful for that you've really pushed me and to grow in my relationship with God.
I want Young Life to be there for my kids, because I don't know where they're going to be, and I don't know how God is going to call my kids. And if he uses Young Life in the same way that the way he used it in my life and my kids, I hope that it's around, that he can use that for them, because not only is it fun, but it's a great tool, and so I hope it's around for them.
Don't be afraid to ask people to join Gaportum. I did to my friend one time. Just don't be afraid when just invite people to join you at Gaportum.
So what I would want every student at Kilbourne to know is that it's never too late to turn to God. There's nothing that you could do that would turn him away from you, no matter how many times you've sinned, how many times you've done bad things. It's just it doesn't matter, God will always be there waiting for you with open arms, and no matter what, he'll be there, and there's no shame in turning to him. There's no shame in admitting that you can't keep on living the way that you are, and just turning to him. It changes your life. I mean, it truly does. When you start living through him and living for him, I mean, everything changes. And it's just don't be afraid, to do it. Don't think that because you're in high school that you're not supposed to live like him. There's not really opportunity to, because there is. Once you let him into your life, you see all the ways that he is moving in your school, in your sports, in your family, in everything. And so just when you take that leap of faith, I mean, it's just eye-opening, and you see how God is really moving in the world. So I would just suggest, be open to the change, invite him into your life, try to live like Jesus did, and just know that he's always there for you, no matter what happens.
Young Life impacts more than just the one person that shows up to club. Their parents are the ones who's driving them there. They're the ones that are with them at home. That if there's multiple kids, that could be tens of years of you being involved in Young Life. And I know I've seen it impact my family, my parents, and their relationship with God. And my youngest brother, Dawson, who's a part of Capernaum, like he's flourished in so many fun ways through his relationships through Capernaum. And I get excited about the ripples of Young Life in a place that it's rooted for a long time. And so, yeah, I'm so thankful that it's in a place I care so much about.